Good afternoon. My name is Russ Lag, and you are on the Attraction Advantage podcast. And straight from the Witness Protection Program, we have my friend, Frank Panunto.
Oh, see, wait a second now. Hang on a second. I'm the one who still lives where I was born. But that's another whole story. Thank you, everybody. It's good to be here. You may know me as Frankie Bomboots. You might know me as
Vinny
Gumbats.
There you go.
Hey, Russ, how you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
We're in for a fun show today, brother. I can't wait for this one.
I've been looking forward to it all day. And I want to actually out our guest here. That was his intro for me. So I was telling him I was messing around with you, and I was like, dude, that's so good. He told me that last night. I'm like, remind me what you said again? That was freaking great. I've already introduced him as Barney, Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot. We're just going. We're going all in. So our special guest today, and one of my favorite people in the world, truly, probably one of the spiciest and amazing and interesting people you will ever meet, is Chuck Fazio. Welcome, Chuck Fazio.
Oh, it's a pleasure being here.
Yeah.
So I like to add, he's one of the most real people you'll ever meet.
You know what? That is.
I am real. I woke up, I pinched myself. Yeah, I'm real.
And that's something?
Yeah. I'm not
actual and factual.
Yeah. Sometimes too factual.
Yeah. So Chuck, we're going to kick off today. We're talking about Traction Advantage, and let's go on a little different vein, because we all are where we are now. But I think the cool part for you is that I know your history. You built the largest independent brokerage in Arizona. If single office in Arizona. You had over 900 agents. Mm-hmm. Okay, so when we're talking attraction, if somebody gets 90, that's good. 900, he's like, I'll just strap a zero on that. Let's go. So aside from the fact that you guys might not be able to see this guy, he does everything big. I mean, look at those arms.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping he gets a landscaping crew soon to kind of clean him up a little bit. Good Lord, boy. You're fuzzy.
I know you want to touch this.
He's going to pull a rake out.
Yeah.
All right, Chuck, 900 people. I mean, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen without a bunch of things going in place. And we know from Attraction Advantage, that's a person and a personality and a flavor you create to do that. So tell us what that looked like. Where did that start?
Yeah, the crazy part is that blows my mind, still blows my mind, is that's what I had 906 agents over 15 years.
Yes.
But you got to understand, we would lose constantly every year.
Yes.
So in reality, over 15 years, I probably recruited 3,000 to 4,000 agents.
Yeah.
Because of attrition.
That's interesting, because not a lot of people understand that, and I know us that have played in these bigger pools, of course, know this. Attrition is just a normal part of the business. Even if you're doing everything right, you have attrition, and some people, they freak out all the time. I'm like, guys, this is normal. 25% churn in a real estate brokerage is very normal on a national average. So
yeah, and the bigger you grow, the more attrition. Yeah. And it is one of the things, I always teach mindset. I mean, I've been blessed to run and build a brokerage. So I come into EXP with a whole different mindset and a philosophy.
Right.
And when you deal with just the regular agent who's just used to selling homes and never building a business, and they think if they recruit 3 or 4 agents, wow, we hit a home run, and then 2 of them wind up leaving, it's like the end of the world. I'm like, look, dude, this is a constant grind.
Yeah.
This is not one and done.
Right.
So for me, where I tell people, and I kind of brought it up, yes, I always want to maintain agents. I always want to keep them around. But at the end of the day, they're going to leave.
Yeah.
Not all of them, but you got to expect it. The way I go, what am I in control of? I'm in control of what I could do.
Yeah.
I can't force someone to stay. I always go, if I lose 100 agents and bring on 150 in a year, that's a positive 50.
Yeah.
And that's how I look at it.
Yeah, so you bring something that's important, though, because I think everybody thinks, Chuck came over here, he had a brokerage of 900 people.
Yeah.
900 people came with him, and his downline, it was easy for Chuck.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
He had such an easy deal.
I don't think people really understand the amount of work you put in this and what it takes.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a constant grind, and it's a mindset. This is what I do for a living.
Yeah.
And I excel at it, and I get great at it by being passionate about it.
Right.
And when you come in with that mindset and you treat it like a business, guys, I laugh at people that go, oh man, I wish I was making 100,000 in rev share a year. And I go, well, you work less than a part-time worker.
Yeah.
I go, you expect those kind of numbers by doing nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just blows my mind. It's even the logic of most real estate agents, the way they work.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So,
for sure, because real estate's easy.
No, it's a simple.
You know,
simple
it's
check.
just calling you, and it's a piece of cake.
Look,
Well, you and I were
nothing
on a panel this morning, and you were talking about being authentic with people, being real with people, and that's the way you connected with them.
Right.
You know, I don't think you can underscore that enough. So, you know, talk about your just how you do that, man, and what your approach is on that.
Yeah, that's a great way. Here's the one thing I look, you know, being a believer and everything I do is biblical based, is I don't lie to people. It's just one of those things that I even work on to understand, even by, if somebody said, hey, you know what, you said you were going to call me yesterday, but you didn't call, and you go, oh my gosh, this is what happened. And it's a lie. Those little lies they work on you. So I try to get to a point where I want to be brutally honest all the time. You know, if my wife says to me, hey, does this look good on me?
Yeah.
No, it don't look good on you.
Yeah.
And it's when you become real and authentic, and you stay consistent that way, people treat you different. They go, you know what? I know I'm going to get the truth. Whether I like it or not, I'm going to get the truth. So the one thing that I say to people is, especially when I owned my own brokerage and they would talk about going to EXP, I said to my wife, I go, here's the biggest issue I'm going to have. If I don't believe in the product, there's no way I can sell. I don't care how enticing the opportunity looks. If I personally don't believe it, I can't sell it. Because I'm not there to bullshit someone. And you know, I love the line, hey, you could sell ice to an Eskimo. But I understand really the deep meaning behind that. For someone that says you can sell ice to an Eskimo, it's because that Eskimo has to believe that they really need that ice. You're not just selling them some bullshit.
Correct.
So understanding the product, first and foremost, is the number one thing someone has to do.
Yeah, but the thing I said when we started was you're very real. And I think the one thing about you from my relationship with you over the last 3 years is you come from a place of giving. And that really comes across when you're talking to somebody. You're not coming from a place of, I want you for red share. You always come from a place of, hey, man, I'm trying to help you. And that really comes through when you talk to people, at least in my conversation with
them. Well, we're taught to be servant leaders. And I truly take that to heart.
You do.
Right.
And I will tell you, it's a double-edged sword, because when people screw you, it hurts even more. Because people can be very nasty.
It's inevitable.
And I go, you don't really know my heart. My heart is I truly cared about you. And it hurts, but that's what I do.
Well, the being a servant-based leader is, I think it's kind of a misnomer, and I think people expect you to be like always be the servant. Like, there's a difference between a servant-based leader and being treated like a servant.
Yeah, a doormat.
Don't be a don't be a doormat. So it's like you got to find the people that are saying, and then the people that respond to that, right? But let's go backwards for a second, because I think the thing that you touched on the most is, like, the higher the level of belief that you have, the easier it is for you to infect other people with that feeling of belief. Because if your conviction isn't strong, you're not going to convince me of anything. You're not going to, and it's not even a conversation as much as the energy behind it. I'm like, do you really believe that? I mean, listen, I know you well enough to know you're serious about the Christian thing, right? You're all in on that. There is no wavering. There's no deviating from that. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect, but you're still doing the best damn thing you can with everything you got and what you came from. That belief is super, super strong. And it's interesting that you carried that same feel from your Christian belief into the business belief. That same strength of belief is what brings people to you and makes people start to attract to you and want to be with you.
Yeah, that's powerful, Russ. And the one thing I always say, and I did say it this morning, is people don't have to believe what you're saying.
Right.
People have to believe you believe what you're saying.
Right.
That little shift is huge when it comes to sales. Because I can't, it's even when I talk about Christ. What God did in my life, and it was my life, is nothing short of miraculous. You can't make this up. I experienced it. So for me to look at you and go, why don't you believe that? You didn't experience that. But yet when you talk to me, you know when I'm saying it, I really believe it.
I pick up the feel from you. There's a vibration of feeling from you. You truly do believe at the highest level, 100%, no doubt.
100%. And we're created with energy, and we give off that energy.
Yes.
And it's crazy because as I go through life with my wife, who's my best friend, my soulmate, we are literally never apart. The one thing that I tell people, the more you're around like-minded, positive energy people, the more you feel the negative energy people. And you can't be around them. And I always tell people, I'm not saying they're bad people.
Right.
I'm just saying you start to operate at a different frequency, and you do attract your tribe. That's I really believe that with all my heart.
Very much truth.
Yeah.
Well, I think being purposeful in that makes it easier too, right?
Yeah.
So you want to surround yourself with those people, and then you go row in the same direction. Makes life a lot easier. And then it gets back to what you're saying. Chuck Fazio does not say anything he doesn't mean. That I can tell you, and that's where the authenticity comes out. Really, honestly,
it's ruthless truthfulness.
Yeah. Well, it's also a New York background, right?
Super shy, quiet, doesn't really say what they mean.
Yeah.
But I think the thing too is like being able to say what you mean and convey it and not harm people. There's a difference between being truthful and being harmful. Right?
Good point.
Right? Yeah. So it's the energy behind that too, and the way you say something, and they pick it up that you're looking out for their best interest and being truthful to them versus being brutal with them. There's a difference.
You know what, Russ? What you are nailing is biblical truths. And it really does sicken me when I hear somebody who truly says they're Bible-believing, Christ-centered, but yet they condemn people. They put people down.
Right.
You got to come from a place of love and caring.
Yeah.
Because, you know, what I say is, if I loved my neighbors and their house was on fire at 3 a.m, I go, what are you going to do? Well, you're going to knock on the door and wake them up.
I'll text them in the morning, let them know what happened.
Now, will those people in that house, here's what could happen. One of two things. One is they could go, oh my gosh, thank you for telling me I could perish. Or two is they go, why are you annoying me?
Stop knocking on my door.
3 o'clock in the morning. But it's the same thing with a Christian belief. I go, how much could I hate someone if I believed with all my heart that you could perish if you don't know Christ? And I am at least going to say it from a point of love, not of condemnation.
Right.
You know, I don't use scripture as a sword, and I watch people do it. It's sad. It really is sad.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I grew up in the church and went to a couple of years of theological seminary, and my belief system's a little more unique now. But it was kind of funny. We had this joke when we were in theological seminary. God's army, the only army that kills its wounded.
Wow. That's
true, right?
It is.
They're like, you're
true.
down. Let me judge you for being down. And listen, this ties directly to real estate. I've made a bunch of parallels to the real estate. You're in a real estate business. It's no different than running a church. You've got a leader and you've got people that got to follow you. They're not being paid to come there. So you have to be that person that instills that belief and shows them that you can help them be on the path that they want to be. Belief or business. If you can get somebody to believe that being with you will help them get to where they want to go, boom, that's when you got them.
Yeah. And it is coming from a place of love.
Yes.
Yeah.
A place of truly going, I respect you, I care about you. No condemnation involved.
Yeah, can I ask you a question?
No.
Off a different topic?
Frank, I think you've been asking me questions.
$5, dude. $5.
No, but it's interesting because Chuck, look, you're a legend here. All right, you're a legend in the company. Everybody loves you, and when you walk in, you know, there's an attraction.
That's why you're a legend, is because you don't think you're a legend.
Exactly. But, you know, everybody wants a piece of you and they want to pick your brain and all these things.
My wife wants a piece of me all the time.
Oh, that's a good thing, by the way.
Completely secondary and good for you. Good for you.
My question
high five on that one, brother.
Yeah.
Come on.
My question is, what do you get out of it? Like, what? I know you're always giving here, but do you take anything from this as well?
Well, Frank, that's powerful. I'll share something that's just really true to my heart. There's not a day I don't wake up in the morning and go, just the fact that I opened my eyes is the biggest gift anybody could have. The difference between me and other people is I believe that gift comes from God. And no matter how you look at it, people squander life.
Yeah,
that's true. If it's expected and they don't realize the value of it. So what I get out of it is God spared me because, you know, my background's radical.
I know your story.
Dead a long time ago. And I believe with all my heart, he spared me to share his love and his message. And every morning I wake up and I said, Lord, use me as a vessel to work through. Because you got to make the invisible God visible, and he does it through his creation. And that's what I get out of it. The fact that I feel like he chose me to work through.
Incredible, man. Yeah. Awesome. Awesome.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, there you go. Chuck Fazio, the man.
You wonder why
we're
he's a legend? You just heard
We're
it.
calling him the legend, whether he likes it or not. We're calling you the legend. He's done a bunch of amazing things, and if you ever get a chance to meet this guy, he's got a soul and a heart bigger than anything. So we love you. We love you, brother.
I respect you guys, and I'm so blessed that you guys are in my life.
All right, there you go.
Love you, man.
Attraction Podcast coming at you live. That was us. We'll see you guys next time.
See you next time.
Awesome.